Welcome to my rant on the new Netflix series called Class. Hey everyone, welcome back to Popcorn Pixels Talk Time with me, Nidhi Sahani. If you can get past the first 15 to 20 minutes of cringe stereotypes and cliche characters, then good luck. I, for one, couldn't tolerate it and I had to turn it off within the first few minutes. But after receiving a few messages on my feedback on the show, I bravely attempted to give it a shot. As you may already know, Class is an Indian adaptation of the Spanish series called Elite, which is about an elite high school exploring the relationships of students from different backgrounds and the drama and the harsh realities that come with it. I haven't seen the original, so I have nothing to compare it with, and I don't think I can really call this a review video because it's more of an opinion than an objective view on the show. As I mentioned before, if you can get past the extremely cringe stereotypes, you might get hooked. Like Elite, Class revolves around students at a fancy high school in Delhi and the relationships between three working class students who get the equal opportunity to enroll with some extremely wealthy classmates. It's a bunch of teeny boppers being spoilt brats, indulging in sex, drugs, tantrums, bullying, partying. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's Student of the Year meets Big Little Lies. And 13 Reasons Why. It's a lot of deja vu. With the girls wearing too much makeup and perfect hair, and teenage boys walking with chiseled abs with Rolex watches on their arms and Armani shoes. I get it, it's probably the easiest way to show wealthy snobs in school. I had a unibrow in high school. And how on earth is a student blatantly bribing a teacher and being snarky with no repercussions? Which school allows that? What follows in the next few episodes is a flash-forward plot interrogating suspects for a murder mystery taking place in two timelines. Another element that I've seen a lot of makers use these days is a set template for their characters and stories. It's almost like a checklist. A scheming, conniving character, a highly sexualized character, a same-gender relationship, substance abuse and violence. It's all becoming exhaustingly unoriginal. On that note, a few days ago, I watched Basan Bala's documentary called Cinema Marte, where there was an interesting point raised about the evolution of censorship, particularly for the digital medium. An old-time film distributor, Haider Gola, said something very apt about the perception of presenting bold content. He said if big directors make adult-rated content, they will be praised by the audience for giving their stories an amazing sexual effect. The series Class is streaming on a reputed platform such as Netflix, so it's safe to assume that necessary guidelines and appropriate ratings are checked for the mature audience, but it's still mainstream and easily accessible. Now, I'm not comparing this series to an adult film or a B or C grade film. I just don't agree with the hyper-sexualized content across the board passing off as creative cinema, especially the ones showing teenagers or characters of impressionable age in such scenarios. At some level, I get it. Take creative liberties with art and take risks, but don't forget that art can also be perceived as a representation of reality. I find it hard to believe that the urban Gen Zs of Delhi or India in general are so notoriously ignorant, insensitive and hostile towards someone from a different section of society. Or is this what we're supposed to believe happens in the top-ranked schools of urban cities in India? Having said that, not all is bad about Class. There are some refreshing elements in the series that I must acknowledge and appreciate. One is its attempt to bring the prevalence of the caste system into focus and show the unfortunate and very real class divide in our society. Not enough is done in mainstream cinema to shed light on this issue. And the other is the superlative cast. 99% of the actors in the series are new, and everyone is committed to their roles. At no point can you fault their commitment to the characters and the finesse with which all the students acted. I just hope they don't get typecast because they're all very promising. Honestly, they were the only reason why I watched the whole show. Overall though, the series just didn't sit right with me.